night is a gentle, enveloping presence, its quiet serenity cloaking the world as you approach a small cabin perched atop Moss Hill, nestled within a grove of whispering pines and ancient oaks. The air is cool and fresh, scented with the damp, earthy aroma of moss, the crisp tang of wet bark, and the faint sweetness of wild lavender growing along the path. A soft rain patters against the cabin's shingled roof, its delicate drops blending with the distant hoot of an owl and the soft rustle of leaves stirred by a breeze, creating a soothing melody that seems to welcome you. You pull your cloak closer, its woolen warmth comforting against the night's chill, and step onto the cabin's porch where the glow of a lantern spills through the window, inviting you to rest. The world beyond Moss Hill feels distant, its clamor muffled by the forest's steady presence, and a quiet calm settles over you, as if this cabin was crafted just for your repose. The cabin is a cozy haven of warmth and soft light, its wooden walls adorned with woven tapestries and shelves holding jars of dried herbs and wildflowers. A stone fireplace glows with a gentle fire, its embers casting a golden light that dances across the room, painting the polished floorboards and a cushioned rocking chair in hues of amber and shadow. The chair sits by a small, round table, draped with a quilt in hues of forest green and twilight blue, its stitches soft and worn from years of quiet evenings. You settle into the chair, the cushions molding to your body, and pull the quilt over your lap, feeling the cabin wrap you in its intimate, comforting embrace. The rain taps against the window, its rhythm a delicate percussion that blends with the fire's soft crackle, creating a symphony of peace that feels woven just for you. A delicate ceramic teapot rests on the table, steaming with chamomile tea, its floral aroma curling through the air, mingling with the cabin's sense of wood smoke and rain. You pour a cup, the porcelain warm to the touch, and wrap your hands around it, feeling its heat seep into your palms. The tea's gentle, earthy flavor spreads a soft calm through your chest as you take a slow sip, its warmth grounding you in this moment, this place. The window pane is streaked with rivulets, each drop catching the lantern's glow in glints of silver, and you watch them slide, their paths a quiet dance that mirrors the stillness within you. The fire's warmth kisses your cheeks, and you feel as though you're in a cocoon, held by the cabin's glow and the night's soothing song. The cabin feels alive yet serene, its walls and hearth whispering stories of countless rainy nights, of hands that carved its beams and hearts that found solace here. You let your eyes drift across the room, noticing the way the firelight plays on the tapestries, their threads woven with patterns of leaves and stars. A basket of pine cones sits by the hearth, their surfaces smooth and fragrant, and a small vase of lavender glows faintly on a shelf, its petals catching the light. The rocking chair creaks softly as you shift, its rhythm a gentle echo of the rain, and the cabin feels like a sanctuary, its every detail a testament to care and quiet moments. You feel a deep connection to this place, as if it's sharing its warmth, inviting you to linger in its peace. You close your eyes, letting the sounds envelop you, the rain's soft patter, the fire's gentle crackle, the owl's distant hoot. They weave together a tapestry of serenity that lulls your mind, softening the edges of the day. The tea's warmth lingers in your hands, the quilt's softness cradles you, and you feel your breath slow, aligning with the cabin's rhythm. The world beyond Moss Hill feels distant, its worries and haste muffled by the cabin's thick walls, the forest's quiet embrace. The rain is tender, its energy a quiet hum, and you imagine it washing the hill, nourishing the moss, carrying the night's peace to every corner of the earth. The cabin is your haven, its fire and lantern a steady anchor, holding you safe within the storm's embrace. Opening your eyes, you notice a small, leather-bound book on the table, its pages soft and slightly worn, filled with handwritten poems and sketches of the forest. You open it to a random page, reading a line about the comfort of a rainy night by a fire, and the words feel like a gift, their cadence soothing like a whisper from the cabin itself. You set the book down, its presence a quiet comfort, and take another sip of tea, its flavor softer now, but no less calming, grounding you in this moment, this place. The rain taps on, its rhythm delicate but steady, and you feel a deep peace settle into your bones, your thoughts slowing to match the cabin's gentle pulse. A faint rustle catches your ear, and you glance toward the window, where a small squirrel scurries across the porch, its fur dappled with rain, its tail flicking as it pauses to nibble a pine nut before darting away. The squirrel's presence is fleeting, a spark of life in the cabin's quiet, and you smile, feeling a sense of connection to the tiny creature, to the moss, to the pines, to the rain's endless song. The fire pops softly, sending a tiny spark dancing upward, and you imagine it carrying a wish to the stars, its glow woven into the cabin's calm. The rain grows softer, its patter almost a whisper, and you picture it falling on distant hills, on meadows and rivers, connecting you to a world beyond the cabin, yet keeping you safe within its warmth. Your mind begins to wander, carried by the rain's rhythm and the tea's warmth. You imagine the stories this cabin holds of travelers who warmed their hands by this fire, their laughter echoing in the rafters, of dreamers who sat in this chair, their thoughts spilling onto paper, of quiet souls who sought refuge on Moss Hill, their hearts soothed by the rain's lullaby. Each pine cone, each tapestry, each creak of the rocking chair seems to carry a memory, and you feel a quiet kinship with those who've been here before, their lives woven into the fabric of this place. The cabin on Moss Hill is a sanctuary, a haven for hearts seeking rest, its fire and quilt a promise of peace and comfort. The lantern's glow flickers, stirred by a draft, and you trace its light across the cabin, watching as it paints the walls, the hearth, the lavender vase in warm hues. The rain song is a constant, its gentle taps blending with the fire's crackle, the owl's hoot, the soft rustle of the quilt. You take another sip of tea, its chamomile sweetness fading but no less soothing, and let your eyes drift to the window where the rain streaks in delicate patterns, each drop a fleeting star in the lantern's glow. The cabin feels like a dream, its edges soft and gentle, its warmth a quiet promise that you are safe, held, cared for. You lean back in the rocking chair, your body sinking into its cushions, and let the sounds envelop you. The rain's rhythm, the fire's glow, the cabin's quiet breathing, they weave together, a lullaby sung by the night itself. The tea's warmth lingers in your chest, the quilt's softness cradles you, and you feel as though you're floating, suspended between the cabin's warmth and the rain's cool embrace. Your thoughts drift to the pines outside, their roots deep in the earth, their branches swaying in the storm, and you feel a quiet connection to them, to their patience, to their silent strength. The rain taps gently, its song a constant in the night, and you close your eyes, letting the sensations wrap around you. The fire's glow pulses behind your eyelids, the cushions cradle you, and the rain's faint patter seems to guide you into stillness. Your breath slows, your body softens, and you feel yourself sinking into a deeper peace, a place where thoughts are gentle and time is endless. The cabin hums softly, its hearth and walls a steady anchor, and you imagine it rocking you like a cradle into a space of pure rest. You picture the cabin on Moss Hill as a keeper of dreams, its fire and lavender holding the hopes and wishes of those who've sat here, who've listened to the rain, who've felt the night's embrace. You don't speak your own dreams aloud, but you feel them rising, soft and unhurried like smoke from the chimney. The cabin listens, or so it seems, and you feel lighter, as if the rain has washed something away, leaving only peace in its place. The squirrel rustles again, the fire pops, and the world feels impossibly gentle, as if it's holding you in its arms. The night stretches on, the rain a steady companion, its song weaving through the cabin's quiet. You open your eyes and notice the lantern burning low, its glow softer but no less warm, its light a quiet promise that the night will hold you. You set the teacup down, its warmth lingering in your hands, and stand stretching your limbs, feeling the quiet strength of your own body. You pause by the window, pressing your hand against the cool glass, and watch the rain, now a faint drizzle, its drops catching the lantern's glow in glints of silver. The forest outside is still, its pines and oaks cloaked in mist, and you smile, knowing this moment will stay with you, a small piece of the cabin on Moss Hill tucked into your heart. You move toward the door, pulling your cloak close, and glance back at the cabin, its fire and rocking chair glowing faintly, its hearth a steady beacon. The floorboards creak as you step onto the porch, the rain greeting you with a cool, gentle touch, and you pause, looking up at the sky where a single star peeks through the clouds, its light a tiny gift in the night. The cabin fades behind you, its warmth lingering in your chest, but its memory stays, a haven you can return to whenever the world grows too loud. The rain whispers on, carrying its stories, and you carry yours, softer now, cradled by the night. The path down Moss Hill is quiet, the night deep, and you walk slowly, savoring the peace, knowing the cabin will be there, waiting whenever you return. The path is soft with fallen leaves, their texture cool and yielding beneath your feet. You pause, listening to the rain's faint patter, its rhythm a quiet echo of the cabin's calm. The air is fresh, scented with wet moss and the faint sweetness of lavender, and you pull your cloak tighter, savoring its warmth. The stars are hidden behind the clouds, but the lantern's glow lingers in your mind, its light a gentle rhythm that matches your breath, and you feel a sense of connection, not just to this place, but to the universe itself. You walk on, the rain a gentle companion, its drops barely kissing your skin. The forest is quiet, its pines and oaks swaying gently, their shapes softened by the mist. You feel as though you're the only soul awake, held by the night's quiet embrace. The cabin's glow lingers in your heart, its fire and quilt a quiet anchor, and you imagine others finding their way there, their hands warmed by the hearth, their hearts soothed by the rain's lullaby. The thought is comforting, a reminder that the cabin on Moss Hill holds space for everyone, that its peace is a gift shared across time. You find a smooth stone by the path, its surface cool but inviting, and sit, letting your pack rest beside you. The stone is worn by years of rain and wind, its edges softened, and you let your fingers trace its surface, feeling its history, its quiet strength. The rain taps the leaves above, a soft percussion that blends with the distant hoot of the owl, and you close your eyes, letting the sounds envelop you. The cabin feels close, its memory a warm light in your heart, and you imagine its fire glowing, its rocking chair waiting, its hearth ready for the next soul who seeks its calm. Your thoughts drift to the rain, its endless journey from sky to earth, its song a constant in the night. You picture it falling on distant hills, on forests and valleys, on other cabins where others sit and listen, their hearts full of their own stories. The rain connects you all, you think, its drops carrying whispers from one soul to another across time and space. The thought is soothing, a reminder that you're never truly alone, that the world is bound by invisible threads of water and light. You lean back, the stone cradling you, and let the night hold you. The rain's rhythm is a lullaby, its cool touch a gentle guide into stillness. Your breath slows, your body softens, and you feel yourself sinking into a deeper peace, a place where thoughts are gentle and time is endless. The cabin's warmth lingers, its memory a quiet anchor, and you imagine it waiting, its lavender swaying, its fire open to the night. The night stretches on, the rain a steady companion, its song weaving through the quiet. You open your eyes and notice the clouds parting slightly, a handful of stars now visible, their light soft but steady. You smile, feeling as though they're a gift, a constellation of tiny beacons in the night. The stone is cool beneath you, the path steady underfoot, and you feel a quiet gratitude, not for anything grand, but for this, the rain, the forest, the memory of the cabin on Moss Hill, the moment. You stand, brushing the damp from your cloak, and take one last look at the path, its pines and moss cloaked in the night's quiet. The rain taps on, its rhythm eternal, and you walk slowly, the night deep and quiet around you. The cabin's memory lingers, a haven you can return to whenever you need it, its warmth a light in your heart. The path ahead is quiet, the stars bright, and you walk slowly, savoring the peace, knowing the cabin on Moss Hill will be there, waiting whenever you return. The forest fades behind you, its shapes softened by the mist, but the cabin's presence stays, a light in your heart. The path curves gently, leading you past ancient oaks and quiet streams, their shapes softened by the night. You pause by a fallen log, its surface cool and moss-covered, and run your fingers over its texture, feeling its history, its quiet strength. The air is alive with the scent of rain-soaked earth, the faint sweetness of wildflowers, and you let it fill you, its freshness a quiet reminder of the night's calm. You walk on, the path leading you down the hill, its leaves soft and damp beneath your feet. The rain's absence leaves a quiet stillness, but the forest hums with its aftermath, its moss drinking in the storm's gift. You imagine the roots beneath the soil, drawing water deep into the earth, the lavender stretching toward the sky, the pines standing tall in the night. The thought is soothing, a reminder that life continues, quiet and steady, even in the stillness of the night. You find a small clearing at the path's edge, its trees forming a natural canopy, their branches sheltering you from the last of the drizzle. A flat stone sits at the clearing's center, its surface smooth and cool, and you settle onto it, letting the night hold you. The stone is worn by years of wind and rain, its edges softened, and you let your fingers trace its surface, feeling its history, its quiet strength. The starlight pulses above, its glow filtering through the branches, and you close your eyes, letting the night's calm envelop you. The cabin's memory lingers, its fire and lavender a quiet anchor in your heart. You imagine the rain falling on its roof, the fire glowing in its hearth, a rocking chair waiting for the next soul who seeks its calm. The thought is soothing, a reminder that the cabin on Moss Hill is eternal, that its peace will always be there, waiting for you. You feel a quiet gratitude, not for anything grand, but for this, the rain, the clearing, the stars, the moment. The night stretches on, the stars a steady companion, their light weaving through the quiet. You open your eyes and notice the horizon glowing faintly, not dawn, but the promise of it, a subtle softening of the dark. You smile, feeling as though it's a gift, a quiet farewell from the night. The stone is cool beneath you, the clearing's branches a gentle canopy, and you feel a quiet joy, a sense of being exactly where you're meant to be. You stand, brushing the damp from your cloak, and take one last look at the clearing, its trees and moss cloaked in the night's quiet. The rain has stopped, its scent lingering in the air, and you walk slowly, the night deep and quiet around you. The cabin's memory lingers, a haven you can return to whenever you need it, its warmth a light in your heart. The path ahead is quiet, the stars bright, and you walk slowly, savoring the peace, knowing the cabin on Moss Hill will be there, waiting whenever you return. The clearing fades behind you, its glow softening in the mist, but the forest's presence stays, a light in your heart. The path leads you past quiet streams and ancient trees, their shapes softened by the night. You pause by a small waterfall, its waters trickling softly, its surface reflecting the starlight in a delicate dance. The waterfall sound is gentle, a quiet echo of the rain's song, and you let it wash over you, its rhythm grounding you in the moment. You picture the cabin on Moss Hill again, its fire glowing in the dark, its tapestries and lavender catching the light, its rocking chair waiting. You imagine the squirrel scampering across the porch, the book's soft pages, the tea's gentle warmth. The thought is soothing, a reminder that the cabin is more than a place, it's a feeling, a quiet space where the heart can rest. You feel a quiet connection to it, to the rain, to the night, and you let that connection guide you, a light in the dark. The night stretches on, the stars a steady companion, their light weaving through the quiet. You walk on, the waterfall behind you, its trickle fading into the night. The forest is quiet, its paths empty, its air soft with the scent of rain. The cabin's memory lingers, a haven you can return to whenever you need it, its warmth a light in your heart. The path ahead is quiet, the stars bright, and you walk slowly, savoring the peace, knowing the cabin on Moss Hill will be there, waiting whenever you return. The forest fades behind you, its shapes softened by the mist, but the cabin's presence stays, a light in your heart. The stars guide you, their light a gentle rhythm, and you walk on, the night deep and quiet, carrying the peace of the cabin on Moss Hill with you, knowing it will always be there, waiting whenever you return.